the demographic play is still there. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it the past few years, that we are in this demographic sweet spot. Age 24 ang average age ng Pinoy. And so if you look down through history, compare it with all the other countries that have prospered, that is the demographic sweet spot. So that's what they're saying. We will actually prosper as a country. As I said, at the very start of your financial journey, you need to really buy insurance and invest. So it's not a question of, which is which first. Kailangan isabay mo yan. You have to say, okay, I'm going to put a part of my money to invest and then a part of my money to buy insurance. So
I want to end this particular at least talk with this. Number one, I don't know if I was gonna say we're approaching the tail end of the pandemic, but I don't know if we're actually at the tail end. But what should be your message also for people that as we approach this? Of course, there are people that are thriving and doing well, but for those people somehow financially hit also right now. We're already 19 months into this. Medyo matagal na. Kung hindi pa sila nakakabangon, hindi pa sila nakakabawi, what would you do if you were in their position?
I really believe that the worst is over. I might be more optimistic than some people. I know that variants can come again, a new one, and so that will really change the direction of where we're going. But barring that, I think the worst is over and we are now getting out of the worst crisis we've ever had in a century. Well, hindi naman. Kasi may World War II eh. So, pero parang gera to eh. Parang gera talaga yung pandemic in terms of the effect on the economy, etc. Of course, people who lived through the war will disagree with me. My mom and my dad, they're in heaven now. My approach is this. The economy is going to be opening up soon. And so people will be going back to their jobs, their businesses, etc. Pero so many changes have happened. So many changes. And if you are hindi ka pa nakakabangon, I will really say double down on learning financial literacy, because this is going to, so many changes are happening. You have to make that decision and say, I'm going to learn. I'm going to study. I'm going to learn about investing. I'm going to learn about creating multiple income streams. Yes, you have a job. Sana you have a job now, stable, regular, go. Be the best employee you can be, but learn how to create a second income stream through investments. Get a third income stream through a sideline, a side hustle. Whether that be selling something, getting a part-time job online, hanap ka, Google, please. Or, go into social media. Baka you can earn through social media income, whether it be YouTube or whatever. I mean, there are so many ways now. Yun lang, I say, the worst thing you can do is be afraid and be paralyzed. The economy will go up, and it will go up without you if you do not move. So please learn as much as you can.
Wow. I want to connect it also into this. Next year it's an election. Given that it's an election, you have parang may studies that after an election, you see the stock market also zoom up 6 months after, and then also from a GDP perspective, you see more spending actually happen. Tying that to the pandemic, what will be your approach leading into this? Would you be more aggressive still given those factors, or would you I want to wait and see what will actually happen first before I maybe add more into what I want to do?
We can only project, and we can. There is no guarantee. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. My mentor who taught me, Edward Lee, doesn't have a crystal ball. He loves saying this statement. Sinabi niya, kung alam ko lang ang mangyayari, mayaman na ako. tawa kami ng tawa every time he says that. But it's true. No one can. But we do have an intelligent guess, and our intelligent guess is it's bullish. There will be a lot of spending in the Philippine economy, and we believe that kasi alam mo yung mga our giant companies now, their earnings are bad actually. Coming off from the pandemic, the malls were closed, etc. People were not spending, so their earnings are bad. But then that's a good thing because that means that they're coming from a low base. We see that the stock market is going to go up. You're absolutely right. During the elections and after the elections, we believe intelligent guess, probability, higher chances that it will go higher. So my approach is personal, and for my own personal funds, I'm going to be investing. I'm going to keep on investing because I know it will be going up. And not only that, Marvin, I told my team, look guys, this is the time. We have to tell people, yung mga hindi pa nagsisimula mag-invest, we really have to convince them, start now, because things will be going better. That's what we believe.
Got it. And I just wanna say this, that there are certain things in the economy that we can't control. There are certain things in the stock market that we can't control, but we can we can control our capital that we put, we can control the risks that we take in, we also can control the amount of information that we put in to make us somehow learn as well. And I think it would be prudent also to focus on the things that we can control versus the things that we can't really have a grasp or control over. That being said, I want to ask something based on something that we can't control. Part of the democracy is an election process that somehow gives the power back to the people. And from a entrepreneurial standpoint, being the entrepreneur that you are, if you would try to paint a picture, I don't know if you want to answer this, but if you want to paint a picture of what would you parang have a wish list for the presidency for next year, how would you want it to possibly be as well?
My answer has always been the same in any election. I always look for character and capability. Just two things. Character means a person who has integrity, someone who has values. Of course, people say, naku, politics, mahirap yan, maski mabait, no? The system is bad. I agree. I mean, hey, in politics, sometimes there are many situations where good and evil coexist, and you need to navigate through that. So I understand that. But I will still look as much as possible somebody who has character, somebody who is selfless, somebody who has integrity, somebody who's going to do it for the country. Second is capability. So hindi lang pwedeng character. Mabait ka nga pero magaling ka ba? So importante rin as a president that you need to have leadership, you need to have political will, you need to have the intelligence to be able to make things work, the ability to work with other people. So those are the two things, and it's gonna be hard.
Are you still optimistic about where the Philippines will be in the next 10 years?
Yes, and largely it's not because of the politics, but because of other factors like the demographics. The demographic play is still there. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it the past few years, that we are in this demographic sweet spot. Age 24 ang average age ng Pinoy. And so if you look down through history, compare it with all the other countries that have prospered, that is the demographic sweet spot. So that's what they're saying. We will actually prosper as a country, even if our politics will remain a circus for a long time.
And I think now more than ever also, it's time that we also as Filipinos parang take control also of our own financial destiny as well. That I like what Brother Bo said, that bata eh. So kung bata ka, you have not just the energy, but you also have the time eh. So don't waste it now during the prime years of your life. na not doing something to take care of your financial future. So yun, take the right steps in order for you to do it. Brother Bo, final words for everyone. We talked a lot, no? This is, I think, parang we went super broad into this videos that Philippine stocks, US stocks, crypto, life insurance, then how do you allocate towards all of these things, then economy, then elections as well. To encapsulate everything that you said, what would you want to convey to people watching this?
Yeah, I just like to summarize it by inviting people, look, grow your wealth. Grow it, I don't care how small you start. Alam mo, kaninang umaga, Marvin, I was guiding somebody, 21, 22-year-old girl who bought her first stock, and she had 1,000 pesos, and I guided her. And what a joy to do that, That's what I want to do. Start now, my dear friends. If you're not yet starting, start now. Grow your wealth, not just because you want to be wealthy, but because you want to help others become wealthy. God bless you.
And that's what's nice about investing, is that when you have surplus, parang giving becomes intentional already. Dahil sobra na, parang nasa budget mo na. Sino yung pwede kong bigyan? Sino pwede kong paglagyan? And where could I actually allocate it? That it's not just anymore for me. And I just wanna say this, that one way for you to make your money outlast you is to be able to sow it into something also that's bigger than you. Because when you sow it into something that's bigger than you, that's when you see your money surpass generations also. And that's what makes it interesting, and that's what makes investing interesting. Brother Bo, you have an Instagram, YouTube, you also have a website, Truly Rich Club. How can people get in touch with that? But I'll put the links in the description below, but anywhere they can get in touch with you and reach you as well.
You can go to Facebook or YouTube, Brother Bo Sanchez, and you can also join our club, trulyrichclub.com. And we are a community of people that will give you tama si Marvin, education. That's what we provide. And that's 99% of the game. You have to keep on learning.
Wow. So guys, subscribe to Brother Bo's channel. You'll get far more there than what you'll get here. So let's support him as well. And yun, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and then we'll try our best to be able to answer them, or at least give you feedback as well. And yun, let's appreciate Brother Bo. Put it in the comment section. I appreciate you. Or go to his channel and then comment down there. And to everyone, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.